Hello students, I hope all are fine. Today we are going to see the second part of lesson 1, food. Obesity. Obesity and overweight are defined as abnormal or excessive fat accumulation in the body that may affect the health. Obesity is most commonly caused by excessive food intake, lack of physical activity, and also genetic reasons. Obese people take more food but work very less. When they eat more and work less, excess energy is accumulated as fat and creates problems. Obesity increases the likelihood of heart diseases, diabetes, and high blood pressure. What is obesity? Obesity is abnormal or excessive fat accumulation in the body. It will affect the health. Mostly it is caused by the excessive food intake, lack of physical activity, and also genetic reasons. These people take more food but work less. When they eat more and work less, excess energy is accumulated as fat and creates problems. Obesity leads to the diseases like diabetes, heart diseases, and high blood pressure. Prevention. Avoid fast foods, fried items, and meat with more fat. Eat more fruits and vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and nuts. Do regular physical exercises. Don't play games in computer and mobile phones. Have proper sleep time. How can we prevent this obesity? We must not take fast foods, fried items, and meat with more fat. Then you have to eat more fruits and vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and nuts. Do regular physical exercises and don't play in the games in computer and mobile phones. Or have proper sleep time. If you follow this, you can prevent the obesity. Body mass index. People are generally classified as obese and overweight based on body mass index, that is BMI. Body mass index is obtained by dividing as a person's weight in kilograms by the square of his height in meters. If the BMI is over 30 kg per meter squared, people are said to be obese, and the range of 25 to 30 kg per meter squared denotes overweight. Depending on the body mass index, the people are classified as obese and overweight. How can we find out the people are obese or obese and overweight? Body mass index is obtained by dividing as a person's weight in kilograms by the square of his height in meters. Dividing person's weight in kilograms by the square of his height in meters. Thus we can calculate body mass index of a person. They have given an example. If the BMI of a person with the 60 kg weight and the height of 190 cm can be calculated as below. BMI is equal to weight in kg by height in meter per square. That is equal to 60. Weight. What is the weight of that person? 60 kg. So 60 by 1.90. That is equal to 16.62. Disease. A disease is an abnormal condition that affects a living organism. This abnormal condition affects the structure and function of the organism. Diseases may be caused by external factors as well as internal dysfunction. Each disease has symptoms. We come to know about the diseases from their symptoms. What is disease? Disease is an abnormal condition of a person. Diseases may be caused by external factors as well as internal dysfunction. Each disease has symptoms. We come to know about the diseases from their symptoms. From the symptoms, we can find out what type of diseases are there. Is that if you are having fever, means we can touch on the forehead. We can find out the disease. Okay, we can find out the fever. Causes of diseases. Diseases are caused by microorganisms like bacteria, virus, protozoa, and fungi. They are transmitted by insects and also through contaminated air and water. Some diseases are caused when the function of the organ is affected. Diseases are caused mainly by the microorganism like bacteria, virus, fungi and all. They are transmitted by insects and also through contaminated. Mostly by the some of the diseases are caused by the insects as well as by the dirty air and water also the disease may cause. Some diseases are caused when the function of the organ is affected. If the organ is affected, it also causes some diseases. Causes of diseases can be classified as metabolic factor, example diabetes, genetic factor, example color blindness, microorganisms, example bacterial diseases, nutritional factors, example marasmus, environmental factor, example cholera. Color blindness and all mostly to genetic factor. They are from parent, grandparents it will be coming. Okay. Microorganism, example bacterial diseases, and nutritional factors, example marasmus. Due to the nutrition deficiency also the marasmus occurs. Environmental factor, example due to the environmental factor cholera occurs. Due to contamination in the water, cholera occurs. Okay. Types of diseases. There are 4 main types of diseases: infectious diseases, hereditary diseases, physiological diseases, deficiency diseases. First we see about infectious diseases. Infectious diseases are caused by microorganisms which invade our body and multiply inside them. These diseases are spread from one person to another. Example common cold. These infectious diseases are caused by the microorganism. It invades our body, there it multiplies. These diseases are spread from one person to another. Example common cold. Next, hereditary diseases. Hereditary diseases occurs due to abnormalities in the gene. These diseases are passed from parents to children. Example heart disease. Hereditary disease means these diseases are passed from parents to children. Hereditary disease occurs due to the abnormality in the genes. Example heart disease. Physiological diseases. Diseases which are caused due to the malfunction of the body organs are called physiological diseases. Example asthma. This disease is caused by the malfunction of the body organs. Example asthma. Deficiency diseases. A diet which contains all essential nutrients in correct proportion is indispensable for maintaining good health. Deficiency in one or more of the nutrients causes various diseases. These are called deficiency diseases. If the diet does not contain all the essential nutrients in correct proportion, it leads to deficiency diseases. Deficiency in one or more nutrients causes various diseases. They are called as deficiency diseases. Protein deficiency diseases. Marasmus and Kwashiorkor are the protein deficiency diseases. In marasmus, the child loses weight and it will appear as though bones are covered by skin. In Kwashiorkor, the child develops an enlarged belly with swollen face and feet. By eating protein-rich foods like egg, milk, fish, and green leafy vegetables, we can avoid protein deficiency diseases. In marasmus, what happens? A child loses its weight and it will appear as though bones are covered by the skin. In kwashiorkor, the child develops an enlarged belly. The belly will be big with a swollen face. Face also will be swollen and feet. By eating protein-rich foods like egg, milk, fish and green leafy vegetables, we can avoid this protein deficiency diseases. What are the symptoms of kwashiorkor? Large pot-like belly, stunted growth, swelling of face and limbs, skin diseases, mental retardation. These are the symptoms. Okay. Vitamin and mineral deficiency diseases. Vitamin A will cause a disease like night blindness. The food containing the vitamin are egg, milk, carrot, papaya. Vitamin B, it causes a disease beriberi. The food containing vitamin is milk, peas, cereals, green vegetables. Vitamin C causes a disease scurvy. It is present in food amla, orange, lemon, tomato. Vitamin D causes disease. Deficiency of vitamin D causes disease like rickets. In sunlight there is vitamin D. And then milk, egg, fish are the food containing vitamin. Vitamin E, sterility. It is present in the food apple, wheat, green vegetables. Vitamin K cause disease hemorrhage. It is present in green vegetables. It is present in the food containing green vegetables, tomato and cabbage. Iodine, goiter. It is present in iodized salt and vegetables. The food containing this with iodine is iodized salt and vegetables. Due to the deficiency of iron causes a disease anemia, and the food containing this iron is cashews, beans and lentils, spinach. Food pyramid. Depending upon our work, age and sex, the requirements of various nutrients vary from person to person. For example, growing children need more proteins in their food. People doing hard physical work needs more carbohydrate and fats in their diet. People doing hard physical work needs more carbohydrates and fats. Eating healthy breakfast helps to improve concentration and it boosts metabolism. For children and all, if they eat healthy breakfast, it will improve their concentration and it boosts metabolism. Balanced diet. The food we normally eat in a day in our diet. For growth and maintenance of good health, our diet should have all the nutrients that our body needs in right quantities. What is a balanced diet? Our diet should have all the nutrients that our body needs in a right quantities is a balanced diet. Pulses, groundnuts, soya beans, sprouted seeds, fermented foods, banana, jaggery, seasonal vegetables and fruits provide more nutrients. So, you have to take all this food. Major food items and their sources. Carbohydrates are rich in honey, sugarcane, fruits, whole grains, vegetables and rice. Proteins are rich in legumes, pulses, nuts, soya bean, green leafy vegetables, fish, egg, milk. Fats are present in egg yolk, saturated oil, meat. If there is a deficiency in carbohydrates, you have to eat the food, fruits, grains, vegetables and all you have to eat. Kitchen safety. Kitchen is an important place in our homes. We prepare our food in the kitchen. we use gas cylinders for cooking. Some of us may use electric stoves. Kitchen is an important place in our homes where we prepare our food. We prepare our food in the kitchen. How we prepare the food and all? By using the gas cylinders we are cooking. We are using for cooking. Okay. So some of us may use electric stoves also for cooking. The equipments and the environment in the kitchen may be little dangerous. So we need to be cautious and careful. In the kitchen we use a gas cylinder. There we use electrical appliances also, like induction stove, then mixie, fridge and all they will be using. So we need to be very careful. Gas catches fire easily. Once gas is leaked, there may be dangerous consequences. So we need to be careful while handling cylinders. Gas catches fire easily. Gas needs a little spark only is needed. It catches fire. So we need to be careful while handling the cylinders. The following table gives what should we do and what we shouldn't do while handling gas cylinder. Do's: keep the cylinder in vertical position at plane level and in a well-aired place. Always we have to keep the cylinder in the vertical position and in a well-aired place. Okay. Then next, keep the lighter ready and then turn on the gas stove knob. Before turn on the gas, you have to keep the lighter ready. Okay. What are don'ts? Do not keep the cylinder in horizontal or inverted position. Then next, do not turn the knob before lighting the lighter. It may lead to gas leakage. Must not keep the cylinder in a horizontal position. You have to keep the cylinder always in a vertical position. Then do not turn the knob before lighting the lighter. It may lead to gas leakage. If solid materials like wood catch fire, use water to put out the fire. If an electrical appliance catches fire, unplug the appliances and disconnect the electricity. If wood catches fire, you can use water to put out the fire. If any electrical appliances catches fire, you must not use water and all. We have to unplug the appliances and disconnect the electricity. Burns. In case of minor burns, the burnt area should be held under cool running water for some time and proper medical treatment should be given. Any blister if formed should not be pricked. If it is a minor burns, the burnt area should be held under cool running water for some time and then proper medical treatment should be given. If any blisters are formed, it should not be pricked. Let me recall what we have studied in the second part. Obesity, prevention of obesity, body mass index, what are diseases and causes of diseases, types of diseases, protein deficiency disease, vitamins and minerals, food pyramid, balanced diet, sources, kitchen safety, do's and don'ts of handling gas cylinders, about extinguishers and burns. Now first lesson is over. Go through the lesson. Thank you, children.